has given a big blow to Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal by refusing to grant him interim bail in the excise policy case. Special Judge Kaveri Baweja has rejected Kejriwal's petition seeking 7 days interim bail on medical grounds. He has also been sent to judicial custody for 14 days. On Wednesday, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal appeared in Rouse Avenue Court from Tihar jail through video conferencing. Advocate Vivek Jain, appearing on behalf of Kejriwal, said that there is some difference in Kejriwal's weight, on which the court said that a proper application should be filed on behalf of the Chief Minister in which it should be clarified what kind of relief he wants. After which, rejecting his bail, the court sent him to judicial custody till June 19. The Delhi High Court asserted that the Aam Aadmi Party is entitled to office space like other political parties and directed the central government to decide within 6 weeks on AAP's request for temporary office space. Justice Subramaniam Prasad stated that if the demand is rejected, a logical order must be passed. On May 27, the court reserved its decision on Aam Aadmi Party's petition for interim relief seeking space for party office as a recognized national party. However, the court denied Aam Aadmi Party's request to use a minister's house as a temporary office, stating they have no right to claim it. Additionally, the court mandated the centre to decide within the next 6 weeks. Mohammad Afzal Ali, a key accused in the 8.86-acre land scheme case involving former Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren, was denied bail by the Special Court of Ranchi. The bail plea of accused Mohammad Afzal Ali was heard on Wednesday in the PMLA Special Court, where the Enforcement Directorate requested time to file a reply. The court granted time to ED and scheduled the next hearing on June 22. Afzal Ali had filed a bail petition on May 14 following his arrest on April 17 when the ED took him on production remand. The ED's investigation revealed Afzal Ali's alleged involvement in orchestrating fake land documents. He remains in jail since his arrest, with remands granted for further investigation into various land scams. In the 8.86-acre land scam, Enforcement Directorate has arrested 11 individuals, including former Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren, all of whom have been remanded to jail. The Allahabad High Court, during a hearing on a PIL concerning the cutting of roadside trees for road widening ahead of the Prayagraj Kumbh Mela, expressed dismay. The court criticized the cutting of green trees in extreme temperatures of up to 50 degrees Celsius, citing reports of heat stroke, related deaths and lack of planning in tree removal. Consequently, the High Court demanded an affidavit from the Vice President of Prayagraj Development Authority detailing the measures taken to execute the tree plantation plan. The bench, comprising Justice M.K. Gupta and Justice Kshitiz Shailendra, recommended avoiding tree cutting during the scorching heat and emphasized the state's constitutional duty under Article 47 to safeguard the environment and promote public health. It affirmed that no action should jeopardize human life, as it's an integral part of the right to life guaranteed under Article 21. The Gwalior High Court made a significant ruling in a case involving the dismissal of a contract employee from their job. The court stated that terminating the service of a contract employee on grounds of unsatisfactory work requires a thorough investigation. This decision was pronounced by the High Court bench during the hearing of a petition filed by a sub-engineer employed under the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Sub-engineer Premchand Thakur, who had been serving under the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan since 2007, had his appointment extended annually until 2012 when the District Appointment Committee terminated his contract, citing unsatisfactory performance and refusing further extensions. Dissatisfied with this decision, Premchand Thakur petitioned the High Court. After considering all arguments, the High Court, citing various precedents over the 12-year legal battle, ruled that no contract employee can be dismissed without a thorough investigation and a fair opportunity for a hearing.